All right, everybody, what's going on? And welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk. This is the show where we cover the SWAC inside and out. Of course, I'm your tour guide around the SWAC. See what's coming at you. And we got a special guest in the house, Southern University safety, future NFL dude, man. I know you're gonna be a dog in the league. Corione Harris, man. How you doing today?
How you doing? Appreciate you for having me.
Oh man, thank you for stopping through. So, like I said, we want to start at the very beginning and kind of get to know who you are and what led you up to this point. So, when did you start playing football?
I'm gonna say probably I think I was about 9 years old. Funny story how I started playing when I was about 9. I don't even think about football.
So you just kind of fell into it.
Yeah, I was about to get expelled from school for fighting, but I had tattoos at 10, so the coach was like, "Nah, you playing football." So that's how I started.
So you're a New Orleans boy, right?
Yeah,
What part of town you from, man? I know the accent for sure.
the LJS area.
Oh, all right, West Bank.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I say, man. So being a guy that kind of always seem like you wanted to mix it up. So I guess that kind of led to you being a guy that like to get out the people on the field.
Yeah, I like to tackle. That's my part of my game right there.
So how let's talk about your high school career, man. How did that go for you?
I did good. I came in high school playing quarterback. Ended up playing cornerback before my freshman season, and then been playing cornerback since then. High recruit coming out, lockdown corner, what I was labeled. So
So you from out of high school, you were the 4-star recruit, right?
yeah,
And then you ended up going to Kansas.
yeah.
So how did that go for you?
Going to Kansas wasn't bad. It was away from home. I went up there with my the person who recruited me, Coach Tony Hall. So we had a good relationship. I enjoyed Kansas. It wasn't bad.
Man, it get cold up there, don't
Well, what? All right, first day out the plane, it was cold. I was like, oh, hold on.
it? Yeah, man, I got to stay out of the cold environments, but it get cold around here. But that Midwest cold, all that open area,
Nah,
ain't no
that was
joke.
my first time seeing snow for real.
Yeah, that's something we don't get down here too much. So when you do see it, man, it mess you up. So from Kansas, you went to McNeese, and that's where I got my first taste of your game when you played against Southern last season, and you had a pretty big game against Southern, man. I think you had like 6 tackles and 2.5 tackles for loss and a sack. So you was a guy that really made your way. So what led you to McNeese?
I just wanted to come closer to home. I got 2 children. I was away from home for like 3 years at Kansas, so having to come home, just what I'm saying, be closer to them, let my family come see me play. Not a lot. They didn't come to a lot of games being in Kansas because it was so far away.
So from McNeese, that obviously brought you to the Bluff up on the yard. So what led you to choose Southern when you went into the portal again?
Basically, the relationship I had with the coaches, they from the city too, most of them. Um, that and then the environment of just growing up, knowing how Southern was, and then the HBCU, how the HBCU football starting to, what I'm saying, rise. Just being a part of that made a big decision.
Well, hey, you made the right choice, man, because you had a really good season. Let's talk about your game, man. How would you describe yourself? I know you said you was a lockdown corner, but Southern had you playing safety, and you excelled at that position. So, how would you describe your game?
Uh, I can do it all. I'm more of a thinker. Like, what I'm saying? I like to be ahead of the game mentally. Uh, feel like if I just know what's going on before it happened, it wouldn't be a surprise when it happened.
So which one you like playing better? You like playing corner or you like playing safety?
Whatever coach need me at, honestly, I don't know.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Just be one of them guys that fit wherever, because like I said, you kind of fit in well in that secondary. It really kind of was the glue for that unit this season. Is there any player that you kind of feel like a pro guy or a former pro guy you feel like your game is similar to?
um, I think I play like a lot of people, honestly. I could say like as far as knowing the game mentally, I used to watch a lot of Richard Sherman, and then as far as like covering wise, I like the way Marshawn Lattimore like this technique and all that. And then last, as far as tackling, I mean physical wise, like Jalen Ramsey, something like that.
Oh, that's my boy, Jalen Ramsey. That's my boy, man. I watched that dude from his freshman year of college. He was a hitter and a talker, man. You talk on the field?
Man, what? That's why I said him. I like his game.
Hey, I know Jalen. I know Jalen, man. He ain't gonna hesitate to tell you what he gonna do to you and how he gonna do it, and what you not gonna do. Regardless of what's going on. So, hey, that's that. Hey, if you feel like you like him, then I know you get it in down there. This season, man, like I said, you had a really good season for Southern. Man, you had 4 interceptions, which is like second in the league. You had a pick 6. You was, like I said, you was an anchor in that secondary. The year before, Southern defense was kind of up and down, especially in the secondary. This defense this year was really solid all season. When did you feel like that defense started to come together?
I'm gonna say after that Texas Southern game, that game opened our eyes. I think it was like the third game of the season, right after we didn't play LSU, I think it was. Around that time going into that UAPB game.
Yeah, I think that game y'all definitely, the UAPB game, y'all definitely turning up a notch. I think y'all had like 3 or 4 interceptions in that game alone. Defense, heavy pressure all season. First or second in the nation in sacks pretty much all year. That's something that we hadn't seen around here in a long time. And I think, with you guys doing that, not really giving up a lot of points in the second half of any game, even in the game that, that did not go Southern's way. The defense always was a rock for the unit. So let's see. So you got a lot of honors after the season, man. All conference, you made some All-American lists. Was that a surprise to you?
Not really. I mean, I kind of knew what type of player I was. I know I deserved it. Everywhere I've been, I done made it all conference, so it wasn't really a surprise. I'm just looking forward to getting to the next level. Like, all that's cool. It's just gonna help me out even more.
Yeah, like I say, being able to come in and make a splash like that, that definitely put your name on a lot of lists. Let's stay talking about the SWAC a little bit, man. How the different atmospheres. What was a place that you enjoyed playing at this season?
Most definitely the Bluff for one. The Jackson State game was cool because of the attendance. You know what I'm saying? That was big. But as far as atmosphere, I think the Bluff by far was every home game. It's the reason why we didn't lose a home game. Like we was lit.
Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel like that energy from home is hard to carry over because at home you got the music, you got the band, you got the fans, you got the stadium is just one of a kind, and it's like that energy kind of sometimes it kind of mess with people. Do you feel like you saw a difference on teams?
I ain't gonna lie, FAMU Stadium when we played them, especially because our band wasn't there either. They stadium was a hard stadium to play in. I was like, man, hey, it's rocking.
That's one place a lot of people, even as a fan, you go in there with with your blue and gold on or whatever colors, man. They talk a lot of noise in the stands, and they you got to be ready to give it back to them. And it's the same thing in Jackson. In Jackson, man, it's an intensity that like we don't like each other. And I'm let me for transparency, man, I'm 46 years old, and I almost threw down in the stands with somebody, man, because they was out there wilding.
Even the PB game, though, the PB game was cool. I think just because of the stuff that was going on outside of it, though, that would made it so intense. But
yeah, with Coach Dooley going back, they kind of a team that kind of. They like to talk too, and they like to try to prove a point. They felt like they were disrespected all year, so Southern coming in there, they wanted to kind of send a message. But I thought Southern handled it The other stuff I'm not going to talk about, but the game itself, I thought, with everything that happened, I think the team handled itself well in that game.
Yeah, we handled adversity well, locked in. Just did what we had to do, make it a business trip.
Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. So how is it playing for Coach Dooley, man?
Being at practice, it's funny because he an offensive coach. He used to play receiver, so he called all the DBs toast, stuff like that. But he do a lot of fast paced tempo stuff like that. So we be at practice. Especially for a DB, it's like you gonna compete at practice. Yeah, receiver. You know what I'm saying? It was fun though. He's funny.
Yeah, I know. One thing I like is I used to like to get to the game early just to see what he would come out in before the game because he probably the sharpest dressed coach from day to day, man. They got some coaches that might throw on a suit for an interview or something, but that's Coach Dooley, man. The man showed up his first day at a basketball game with a full Gucci fit on, so like he stays sharp, and I see he got y'all in y'all, had y'all in y'all suits and everything, so. I think he tried to bleed that over.
Lie, man. I ain't never used to like wearing suits, bro. But as the year went by, I'm like, man, Coach wears suits so much, man. I'm starting to make me think I need to get some suits.
Hey, one time he had me about to show up to a game in a suit, man. I was like, hey, I need to look the part. And like I said, man, he changed a lot with the presentation of Southern, man. For years Southern was just one uniform combo, and y'all came out with like multiple things I'm a uniform guy, so I like to see the different jerseys and stuff because just seeing the one all the time, it kind of get a little boring. But like I like to mix it up.
Had to bring a little swag to the bluff, man. That's gonna bring in recruits too. They like
guys like that kind of stuff, man. You look at almost every team now got 3-4 different jerseys, so you got to have that to kind of attract everybody. So. Being that you played in the SWAC now and now you about to move on to better things, what would you tell to new guys coming into the SWAC, whether they high school guys or portal guys or JUCO guys, anybody? What would you tell them about coming in the SWAC?
Coming in the SWAC, every game gonna be a big game. Like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be competitive. Like it reminds me of high school. Like you're gonna have fun, and they got a lot of talent that probably go unnoticed. Honestly, that I didn't see. So when you come in that SWAC, you just better be prepared to compete.
Before the season, I talked to quite a few guys on the show, and they all said the same thing. Like just because you come from somewhere else, you still have to bring it because these guys, they want to show out, and it's a tight knit group, with the schools and everything, and everybody go that little extra inch, and when you got the SU on your chest, you get that extra oomph from people because everybody like to beat Southern, so you're gonna get somebody extra punch who probably wouldn't punch as hard because they're playing against Southern.
Well, even the team that was horrible, they still coming to play. I'm like,
yes, indeed. So, like you say, you face and I ain't trying to throw no shade, but you face somebody like Valley that was struggling, and them dudes always come. They always come ready for something. They always do that. They always do that. I'm gonna tell you, man, the one thing you're gonna miss, and I don't know if Southern gonna go up there, but man, you're gonna miss being able to go play up at Valley because that's a bad feel, man.
I heard about it, though. I ain't never get this experience yet, but I'm gonna have to go visit it one time or something. I seen it on film, though.
Yeah, that bad grass, that ankle high grass, man. Mosquitoes big enough to carry you off, wind whipping through the places. It's one of them places. They tough at home, man. So you get a little bit of break when you catch them at your stadium, but at home they are really tough. Before a game, is there anything you do to kind of get yourself motivated and hyped up?
I would go walk around and get on everybody else's nerve. Make sure they're not tense. Make sure they're not worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta have fun at the end of the day. So I kind of go walk around, listen to my music, get on everybody else's nerves, be loud, just to do something.
Hey, keep everybody loose, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so man, let's kind of fast forward a couple weeks. I saw you got the invite to the Legacy Bowl, correct?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm actually looking forward to it. I went on YouTube, looked at the game. So I see it's the second annual one, I think. So I see it's new. But it looked like from the looks of it, like, you know what I'm saying, it's back in my city, so that's gonna be big. One last college game for my family to see close to home. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And the exposure I need in order to, you know what I'm saying, prove I'm ready for the next level.
Yeah, I actually went to last year's Legacy Bowl, which was the first one, and it was a really good thing, man. You know, it's well run. It's not like, you know, one of them fly by night type of things that's kind of put together, you know, on a whim. You know, NFL is kind of backing it, so you know you got a lot of guys there, man. I see Coach Dooley is going to be one of the coaches, so you know you get to play for Coach Dooley one more time before you get out of there. I'm sure he's gonna have some kind of New Orleans themed outfit on.
Mardi Gras.
Yep, so yes, indeed, man. So I'm gonna definitely be in the house to check that out, man. So, how do you feel your game translates to the NFL?
I think that once I get to the NFL, they can put me anywhere they need, like run, stop, coverage, anything. So yeah, whatever they need to get me to get on the board, just be around to teach, talk, whatever. I can do that. IQ, everything. So I feel like they could plug me in anywhere. That's why I'd be a good fit, but more versatile.
So let's say this was like Madden or something, and you could draft yourself to whatever team you wanted to be on. What team would you go to?
Whoever paying me the most money.
I like that. Hey, just cut the check. Just cut the check.
You got it,
That's
whatever
what I'm
you
talking
need,
about.
coach. Whatever you need, coach.
So man, let's take a couple of minutes and kind of get to know you off the field, man. You know, let's see who you are. So what kind of things you like to do when you're not playing football?
I'll be chilling. Really like to listen to music a lot. Play basketball. Be on my game. I be on Call of Duty a lot. Like pretty much it. If I ain't with chilling with my children.
So you play Call of Duty? You play anything else?
Sometimes, man, I ain't really a 2K type of guy.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing.
Only person I play on that with is KD. He be on that tripping. He's tripping, man.
Yeah, man, I'm a 2K guy. Madden then got on my nerves. You know, it's like they don't really, you know, they not really up to what they used to be, man. The game kind of, you know, I actually got it free this year, so some kind of way I got a free trial, and I don't think they ever took it back.
I
So
started playing on the yard. They got the yard, the 7-on-7.
Yeah, man, I'm all right on that until I get to a certain point. Then I start getting dusted, man, because like you know, I don't have the time to play all the time like a lot of people do. So if I go online, man, I'm a get worked because I don't play as much as I should, and so you know, I can't handle my own. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm a single player type of dude, man. On every game I play.
Oh, dude, that's my game right there.
So being from New Orleans, man, what's your favorite food, man?
Man, I'm gonna say wings overall, but man, I gotta get the red beans and rice. Can't go wrong with it.
Hey, you never can go wrong with a good side, man. And like you say, some good wings, man. You can't beat that either. So, man, I'm getting hungry now because I ain't even ate nothing yet, man. But you know, before the games, you know, a lot of people be out there tailgating, man. Can like when you on the field warming up, can you smell that food coming through there?
Oh God, I could, bro. What the jambalaya, man? I'll be like, can't wait for this game to be over.
Yes, indeed, man. Because I sit in the north end zone, so you know, like all the grills is like behind there, and man, stuff start coming through, and like, ooh, man, you know, some people coming through talking about all of what they ate, and I'm like, man, y'all didn't bring nobody nothing up in here, so it's like,
I used to love that, man. That atmosphere different, that environment different.
And you know, they take that on the road with them too, so you know, it's like you get that feeling home and away. So I know you said you like to listen to music also in your downtime. What you like to listen to?
Artists wise, I listen to a lot of Ralph 9, Great White Styles. He back from my city. Gliz 4L and Young Boy, pretty much.
So you like to keep it Louisiana, huh?
basically.
Yeah, I know
For
how that
football.
is, man.
Now, I
Uh,
like Kodak too, though. Kodak and Hot Boy and Young and Ace. Them three, I can't go wrong with them either.
yeah, man. I try to get into a lot of that stuff, man. But I listen to some young boy. But it's like the older you get, it's like it seems like I be like, man,
All
what
the
they
same
talking about?
stuff.
So it's
All the
like,
same
I
stuff.
like the music though more than I like what people be saying. I like the music because a lot of people got good beats. But I do try to listen to a lot of stuff because I like to try to keep up with what's going on. Otherwise, I'd be stuck in my '90s music because I still be listening to the Hot Boys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hey, Wayne all time favorite. He don't count. You can't count him. He all time.
man, I've been listening to Wayne since he was about that tall with Afro, man. So, so it being from again, you're a New Orleans guy. Are you a Saints fan?
Yeah, no, something like that. In the middle. In the middle. I can't. I ain't gonna go against him, but I ain't gonna go with him.
So who is your team?
I don't say I really got a team for real. In my eyes, I'm gonna have a team once I get there. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? That's been
Well,
always been my goal.
I'm gonna be biased, man. I don't know. I hope you go to Dallas, man. I'm a Dallas dude, man.
Oh,
So hey, rock that star, man.
man, one of my good friends up there, Calvin Joseph.
Oh man, it's that man from Baton Rouge, man. He went to my high school. I mean,
Yeah.
so I've been keeping tabs on what he been doing, man. So hey, see, you got a connection already, man. Ain't but 6-7 hours away. People can, I jump in the car.
Hey, we'll see what they talk about, man. Whoever
Hey,
pay.
hey, wherever, man. I'm gonna get me a jersey, man. I'm gonna rock it for sure. So, you got any? I know you named some guys earlier who you kind of feel like your game is similar to, but do you have anybody that you could say is your favorite player?
My favorite player? Uh, Richard Sherman. That's it.
Yeah, that man came. He one of the guys that kind of came from out of nowhere and became a star. So it's like, man, I
Him and
definitely, I,
when he was at the Seahawks.
yep.
That was my
When he
favorite
got
player.
on
We was in the
when he got
game.
on Michael Crabtree, man. So it's like, what I'm saying. So
That's my favorite song right there.
that team, that Seahawks team, man, that was a dominant team for a hot minute. So
No, for real, for real.
do you have a favorite basketball team?
Basketball team?
Yeah.
Not really. KD my favorite player, so whatever team he on, ride with them.
Yeah, I like the Pels, man. I've been going to a few games. Last season I went to the game three against. I mean, you know what it was? Yeah, game three against the Suns, man. Went to see them play the Lakers and the Warriors and a couple other games. So I try to ride down there and catch them, man. But I'm a LeBron guy, so I had to go see King James before he get up out of here. He got last season when I went to see him, man. He got hurt in that game.
Brum getting old,
Yeah,
man.
he rolled his ankle in that game, and I think that was the next to last game he played all year last year. But I had to go see the King for myself, man. Everybody around me was like, "You need to shut up, man." I was like, "This dude going for 50 tonight."
I
He
gotta
got
catch
hurt.
one, man.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen him play yet. I'm gonna catch one.
yeah, man. So hey, you got to get on quick because he probably ain't got but another couple years left in him. All right, man. Well, I definitely appreciated having you on the show, man. Is there anything you like to say to the Jaguar Nation or any other fans out there before we get out of here?
Basically, I just want to thank Jaguar Nation for real. Like, so I've been to three schools, seen a lot of different atmospheres. Like, it's by far one of the best I've been in. So I do appreciate them. They accept me with open arms, even with my little 1 year eligibility. But I gave him my all for them, so I appreciate them for that. They show love. Um, Thank everybody else who support me from any other nations out there. But that's it. Just appreciate you for having me on the show.
Hey, man. Thank you for kind of making this work, man. I know it's kind of a hectic time, off season and trying to get ready for everything else. And all the life stuff that kick in when school be out. So, man, I'd like to thank you for stopping by, man. And like I said, I'm gonna definitely keep track of wherever you at, and I'm gonna be at the Legacy Bowl for sure. So, man, hopefully I can holler at you.
All right, that's good. Just hit me up.
All right.
All
So,
right.
everybody, this is Corione Harris, man. He's a Jag. Ain't no former. He's a Jaguar for life.
Yeah.
Future, whatever team that he go to, future guy there. So y'all make sure y'all keep tabs on what he doing, and y'all can check out the Legacy Bowl and follow everything he got going on now, and his journey to the NFL, man. So once again, man, thank you for stopping by, and we definitely gonna stay in touch.
I appreciate it.
All right. So y'all, that's it for us, and we out of here.